Hi everyone, Katie and Mike here. We're here to bring you the workout of the month, which we'll be changing and updating every single month. I hope to bring you some new challenges. This month we're going to be working on mobility as well as conditioning. So we've set up two different series of exercises and we're going to show you those right now. The first section is mobility. So if you want to challenge your mobility, do these exercises. So the first one is for your shoulders, the band. You set it up low. And she's going to have a nice, strong, stable stance. And she's going to do little circles. Nice and slow and controlled. There's a lot of tension in the band. You just need the purple band. It's the lightest one. And it's still very, very challenging. So you're going to do circles one way, circle the other way, and you're going to be reaching up as high as possible. Just be in control of your body so we don't get injured. So those will definitely help your shoulder mobility. Slider lunge with rotations. We have sliders. If you need help finding them, we can find them for you. So she's going to slide back, so a little strength involved here, making sure that she's pushing through her front heel, and then slowly rotating over that front foot is going to give her a big stretch in this hip flexor. So the mobility gain will be in this hip flexor, and you're just going to alternate. And you notice she's going nice and slow, fighting for mobility and stability. Very good. Alternating slider hamstrings, also a great exercise for strength. And also working a little pelvic tilt, so we're getting some mobility in the lower back and some strength gain in the lower abdominals. So here she's got her heels dug into the sliders, she's pressing her lower back into the floor, and then she's gonna let her legs go out straight, and then she's gonna curl them back under. She's gonna bring a lot of heat, a lot of blood flow to your hamstrings, which is hopefully gonna build some elasticity, and in turn build your mobility. So key here, you can also alternate legs. It's a good change up. There you go. So after we're doing that, that's going to be a great exercise leading into this next one, which are hip swings, leg swings, however you want to think it. And she's currently balancing. You can also hold on to the wall. She's trying to just let that leg move as a pendulum. You get a nice hamstring stretch out front, and maybe a little quad stretch, hip flexor stretch in the back. Just make sure you do both legs. So those are leg swings. And finally, calf raises. Not only are going to help strengthen your calves and your feet, but also are going to build mobility in your ankles. So the goal for here is building mobility in ankles. And you can have your hand up against the wall for this one as well. So those are your exercises for mobility. Practice those over the course of a few weeks or the entire month, and you'll certainly gain some mobility. Next up, we're going to do some conditioning, and we put together a little mini triathlon. So we're going to use the rower. We're going to also use the Airdyne bike, and then I want you to find some, or we want you to find some space to do a little running. So if you can find some space that doesn't interfere with the training session, find it and getting some little bit of running. So we're going to show you over here how to use the rower. We've got them out back, but they're typically out front, so just grab either one. You don't have to go in a specific order, but we're really trying to test. You have 500 meters. You're just going to come around here, hit the button, turn it on, so the menu back button turns it on, or if you just start rowing, it'll help. And you're just gonna row. And right here, you'll see the meters. It's counting up already. And the number you can watch is this will change every single time you pull. We want that to be really high, Katie. There you go. So the bigger the pull, the more meters you go with each pull. And you're trying to get to 500 as quickly as you can. Good job, Katie. That's how you use the rower. Well done. Next is the Airdyne bike, also very simple.
I didn't get any of her going.
And you're just gonna get on the bike using your arms and your legs. We're gonna do intervals on this, 30 seconds of going quickly, under control, still good posture, always breathing. And then 30 seconds where you go a little slower, catch your breath. So you have 5 of those, 30 on, 30 off, really trying to challenge your upper level heart rate, what you can handle. Good job, Katie. And then finally, you're gonna find some space wherever you can. You're gonna run down, back 5 times. If there's no space, you can be running in place, high knees, alternating butt kicks, do 10, so 5 of each. And that would be your triathlon. Following that, we have a couple more exercises for you to do. Come right over here. The first one, we have a runner's lunge. We're gonna use these yoga blocks to just get Katie's hands up off of the floor a little bit. If you don't need them, great. But runner's lunge, she's just gonna bring her foot to the outside of her hand, lengthen the back leg, and then switch. So she comes to the other side, Lengthen the back leg. Always remembering posture here. You can also flip these up a little bit. If you have trouble getting your foot all the way to the outside, you need a higher elevation of the hands. If that feels easy to you, you just lower those and do it right off the floor. She's doing a modification with the knee down. Good job. And finally, we have the push-up to the down dog or a plank to down dog, whichever you choose. So there's the plank. Down dog gets a stretch of the back of the legs. Good solid push-up. She's in line. She lifts the hips, pushes down through the heels, and getting a stretch of the hamstrings. Good. So those are our mobility exercises and our conditioning exercises for the month. We'll help you try those out when you get here. It will amplify some of your results and hopefully help you move better. Thanks so much, and check it out.